I hope you're having a great day. So today I have a couple things that I want to go over. One, Saturday is Ridiculous Days in Knoxville. So I think I'll put a link in this down below this video, but the Chamber of Commerce has created Ridiculous Days where a lot of the businesses on the square give discounts. I think some of them are dressing up in, like, I don't know what they're going to be dressed up as, but it should be a fun day. And the farmer's market is happening during Ridiculous Days. How exciting. So I think the Ridiculous Days is 9 to 3. You can check out the link to be sure. And the farmer's market is 8 to 12. And I plan on being set up at the farmer's market. And because it is Ridiculous Days, and I don't know, you guys might not all know this, but I have a side business. It is dark, guys. Oh, please, please, please let that rain come our way. Do not need the sunshine. Please, please, please let it rain. It hasn't rained here in like weeks. Worst year ever to start a flower farm. Sorry for the darkness. I'm going back. Because, as I was saying, it's Ridiculous Days. And my side company is It's Ridic, which is short for It's Ridiculous. So how perfect. I'm going to give away these It's Ridic t-shirts. So when I started this company, I had these It's Ridic t-shirts made. And the reason for the design was, I don't know if you guys have all seen Scooby-Doo. Well, here, let me get to the shirt while I'm on it. So these are Gildan, dry blend, and I have small, medium, large, extra large, and 2XL. And I have them in blue, green, gray, and black. Small, medium, large, extra large, and 2XL. Woo. That probably just made everybody dizzy. So, I encourage you to come out to the farmer's market and grab yourself an It's Ridic shirt. Because it is Ridiculous Days. So when I started It's Ridic, I was like, what is Ridic? And the very first thing that came to mind was Scooby-Doo. When all of their eyes would be that like crazy looking circly thing. So that was the first logo of It's Ridic. It is no longer the logo of It's Ridic. But I have all of those t-shirts and I thought, I am going to sell those at Ridiculous Days for $5. But if they watch my Facebook channel for Marsha's Garden, I am going to actually give them away for free. So come to the farmer's market, say I saw your video, and you can just grab a shirt. Don't make me tell you because I might forget. Just say, so I'm going to get my shirt now today. And I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. So yes, come grab an It's Ridic t-shirt. You can't beat it. It's free. And all you have to do is say hi to me. I'm not that bad. It's perfect. And I think I'm going to have some hacky sacks and some headbands along with my beautiful bouquets. Okay, so back to the bouquets. So mine looks lovely. And this is one of the smaller bouquets that I put together last week for the farmer's market. Isn't that peony just beautiful? And the yarrow opened up. And the baby's breath, I'm not real sure because some of it was already fully open and some of it I just picked it like this. So I'm not sure how this bouquet looked, but doesn't it still look lovely? There's a little bit of yellow on that one, but I mean, they look beautiful. So this little bouquet lasted, I put them together on Friday, so they've already lasted 6 days, and I don't see that this is gonna look bad tomorrow. And it made me realize, like, maybe some people don't know how to, like, take care of a bouquet. So I'm going to just kind of go over a couple steps here on how you can keep your bouquets beautiful. I don't know. Some people, maybe they just like to buy the bouquet and when it's done, it's done. But I like to actually, like, get the bouquet and make it last as long as possible because it's seriously not that hard. So there's a couple of steps. Every 2 days, you want to put some fresh water with flower food in a jar. Think of how small, itty bitty some of these flower stems are. Like itty bitty. Like they're tiny. Like tiny. And they need to be able to drink through that. So if you have dirty water, even if it's like dirty and you can't really like see the dirt, it's going to clog up the stem and they're not going to be able to get as much water and nutrients as they need to keep those flowers open or opening. A lot of times when you get a bouquet, the flowers aren't fully open so that it will last you longer. Like there's a whole reason behind that. If you get a flower that's fully open, it's just not, it's just not going to last that long. There's nothing you can do to make it last longer because it's at the end of its life cycle. So you want to like have a container or have your vase clean enough to drink out of. So you can wash it with Dawn dish soap. If it's something you would drink out of, perfect. Put some water in it. I left my door open. What happens when you leave your door open? And you have naughty dogs. Alright, bubbies. Let's close the door for a minute. She's not gonna give it up. Good girl. So you can take your flowers out, lay them on the ground, and then you want to clean your jar. So I will put a little bit of dish soap in it and it'll clean it, right? So it's clean enough to drink out of. Okay, so now that I have my jar, I'm going to add the flower food. And so there are directions on the flower food packet on how much flower food you use for how much water. And that's actually important. There's a reason they give you directions. So you want to put enough flower food in based on whatever flower food you have to feed your flowers. All right, and you put that in the water. And next you're going to cut your stems. So one thing that you want when you're cutting your stems is you want to use like a sharp pair of scissors, because when you snip the end of the flower, you want it to be a nice clean cut. You don't want to have it like smash the entire stem so that it's like can't get any water and it's all smashed. So you want a nice clean cut, and then you want to cut it at an angle. So just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to tell you why you want to do that. So when you put a flower into a vase and you don't have it at an angle, how is the flower going to drink up enough water? It can't, right? Every time. So we cut it at an angle, and now what happens when you put it in the vase? Oh, there's plenty of room when it's touching the bottom, and I'm even putting probably too much pressure on this flower, that it can actually drink the water up through its stem. So that's the whole reason that they say to cut your flowers at an angle before putting them in a vase. It's so that they can actually drink the water and they're not sitting at the bottom smashed and can't get any water up through their stems. It's that simple. If you have a vase where the flowers are in the water but they're not even touching the bottom, then you can cut them flat. Not a big deal. Like the whole reason for the angle is so they can drink the water. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to just put this bouquet back together real quick, and it seriously I think has been like 2 minutes and 40 seconds other than me talking to you. It doesn't take that long, and these flowers are gonna last so much longer than if I just left them in the water that they came in and set them on the table. And while I'm doing this, I get rid of things I don't like to look at. I just throw them away. The bouquet is still going to be pretty if I take out the things I don't like. So as you can see, it still looks gorgeous. And now this is going to last me another few days because my flower has gotten, I'm gonna just put it back on its little stand here. Isn't that adorable? So I should probably be telling people that when they buy my bouquets. But I was really nervous at my first farmer's market, and I was just excited to sell them, and I didn't even remember to give people flower food. So if you come and you get flowers, there's flower food sitting on the table. If I don't offer it to you, just beat me to the punch. Just grab one and then hold it up to be like, Danae, like, you forgot again. So I hope to see everybody there. I'm gonna I have some snapdragons. I have more peonies. I have some baby's breath. And I've got these like, oh, I found these really cool grass pods. But I haven't cleaned them up or anything, but they look amazing. I think they're gonna do really good. Like, they don't flake off or anything. They already have flaked off. I might put them in some of my bouquets as a spiky little thing to add interest. I'm so excited. Second farmer's market. It's ridiculous days. What more could be me? I love it. It's supposed to be 100 degrees today. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous from Marcia's garden. Okay, enough little plugs. It's ridiculous from Marcia's garden. If you act now, call 1-800. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, you guys, all please come to the farmer's market, and it's ridiculous days. I mean, people complain that there's nothing to do, and then when like the town or the city or anybody puts something together, everybody just stays at home. They don't come and do it. So really, are there things to do, but you just don't do them? That might be the case. There might always be something going on. And you can make a lot of your own fun. You can like put bouquets together. So yeah, come down and get a free t-shirt. Please. I don't want to bring them back with me. I want to give them all away and know that there's little It's Ridic shirts running around in the world. Just because it'll make me giggle. So come down, say hi, check out check out all the businesses on the square, and check out the farmer's market. It is the perfect day to just go and support local. I mean, you got all of your local businesses on the square, and you've got all of the people that are like slaving away to do their farmer's market thing that maybe can't get a building on the square, or they can't, do stuff like that, but they're still following their dreams. They're still a business. They're still out there, like pounding pavement, like planting, gardening. So I think there's some lady, there's writer, like writes her own books, like has written quite a few books. I don't know if you guys know that, but Ashley has written a lot of books, like in a short period of time. That is dedication. You can't just write a book, like she can, but like most people can't. She's out there. There's some jewelry. There is, Kathy's produce garden. I don't even know where she gets her energy. I'm like, dang, like this lady is like killing it. And I'll be like all sweating and tired in my field, and I'm like, she's killing it. Like, she has so many vegetables, and her garden is so huge, and she comes out there and sets up her, like, I had Nate come and help me. And she's out there just throwing her tent up, and she's fine with it. There's Windy Hill, like, Homestead, I think is what it's called. They're right next to me, and all day long I was sitting there with my flowers, and I was like, I want to go get some strawberries, because everybody's like, they have the best strawberries. And I saw everybody going by, and then they were sold out. And I was like, I didn't get any strawberries. But they have a ton of veggies and different things. And then there's some other people right next to me that it's Metal Pushers from Knoxville, and they have a ton of stuff. So they have really cool like yard decor and metal decor, but they also have, like, she was talking about a spinach dip all day, and I should have just been like, hey, I want some of that spinach dip, because I keep thinking about it still. And everybody was taking samples, and I was like, I want a sample. But I was in my little tent, so, it's not much I can do. And Judy, who, like, helps run the whole thing. I think Kathy and Judy run it all. Those are the two that I've worked with, but I think Judy puts it all together. Make sure we all know where we're supposed to be. She has some awesome baked goods and veggies. There's a bunch of children's books. Freedom for Youth goes up there, and they do things. And the kids are so nice. Like, they walked by and they stopped, and I just asked them all sorts of questions about what they do. And they were excited just to tell me. And I wasn't at their stand. They were actually standing in front of mine. And we just had a very nice conversation. And, I mean, stop by their stand and talk to them. You don't have to buy something to stop and say, that looks good or that looks nice. Like, the people that came up to me and they're like, your flowers are so beautiful. I appreciated that. Like, it put a smile on my face. I enjoyed that they were saying that. They didn't have to buy something. Like, there's always this, like, awkwardness. Like, you're walking by and you're like, are they going to give me a sales pitch? Or they, well, yeah, like, they might. Like, that's what they're up there for. But if you stop and you look and you just don't want anything, I think, like, people think that you're, like, somebody's going to be mad. But I like people stop, smell my flowers, look at my flowers. It doesn't mean you have to buy my flowers. Say hi to me. Like, you know, be a person. Don't be scared of me and just be like, and just like rush away. Stop, look at people's stuff. If there's nothing for you, there's nothing for you. Tell them, like, you have some really nice stuff. Have a good day. It's not that hard to be kind. I think that's it. I mean, I could ramble on all day and tell you about every stand, but just come and check it out yourself. Like, and say hi to the people and make it a fun, nice day with something to do in Knoxville. And, I mean, definitely go around to all the businesses on the square because, I mean, they're making it. They've got their buildings, so they've got their bills to pay. They're trying to, like, make Knoxville a good place that has options where people can go and do things. And there are things to do. So support them. Like, they're the people around you every day. They're the people in your town that if you have something going on, they're going to be supporting you. They're supporting, like, they're paying taxes around you. Like, they're supporting more than you think. They have employees, so they might be employing your kids or your future generations. It is really important to support local. And I know that I haven't always been the best at it. I have an Amazon business. It's what made me realize it. Like, I really saw what was going on and I was like, it's important to support your local communities. And this is a perfect day. It's a day set up to support them. So come out. Make the ridiculous days a profitable, good investment for businesses worth their time, and just put a smile on their face because they had a great day. Okay, enough of my lectures. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope to see you at the farmer's market.